Cool. Alright, we're going. This is Divided We Fall. What's up? I'm just sitting here watching the Twilight Zone. They did three different ones, and actually, I think they're doing or they're doing a fourth one now on CBS, I believe. They've had a couple of the first, I think 10 are online. You can watch on YouTube for free. Or that you could. I watched them. They were really good. Anyway, yeah, one is like a Mandela effect one. Um, Also, on the Mandela front, that movie, first of all, Mr. Rogers played none other by Tom Hanks, who's really a pedo in real life, which is crazy because he just did not come across that way. Anyway, but Mr. Rogers did. Anyway, and Mr. Rogers, like, they were claiming he wasn't after. I'm like, we always knew he was. And he was. Fred Rogers was. Anyway, the Mandela effect for that is it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor, whatever. When he walks in the door. And now, if you watch all the old Mr. Rogers, he walks in the door and goes, "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood." Like that, right? First line. Instead of he says this. And it's just so awkward. If you watched it, if you're my age, 45, and you saw that shit all the time, when you heard that, you knew to turn the channel. Like, right? Anyway, so the movie is called "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood," right? And Tom Hanks comes walking in because I've seen the trailer and it's in theaters, and he says, "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood," and I'm going, "What?" And even they have a scene on the bus in the trailer where there's kids on the bus that sing the song to him on the public bus. And they say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. They don't say this neighborhood. Like, it's just so out there. It's like right there. Anyway, okay, so there's that. And there was another movie one that was recent, but I don't really care. Anyway, and I can't remember, or I'd tell you. But there was three different Twilight Zones, like I said. There was the ones in the 50s, well, there was the radio ones, and then they made a lot of them, but well, later into TV ones. So there was all the 1960s and early 70s TVs ones, or just 60s. Then there's the Twilight Zone in the 80s with Forrest Whitaker. There was Rod Serling. It was never Sterling for me. For some of my Mandela affected friends, it was Sterling or something, and now it's Serling. It was always Serling for me, no T. Anyway, so then there was Rod Serling's, which was in like the 60s or whatever, early 60s, late 50s, whatever. And then there was one in the 80s and also Rod Serling was a professional boxer, retired professional boxer. And so it made sense that Forrest Whitaker was the new host in the 80s one, this is the 80s series. And he's a Golden Glove boxer. The dude Forrest Whitaker that was in Hurricane and shit, Reuben Hurricane Carter. I don't know. Anyway, The Hurricane, it's a great movie. Bob Dylan too. Anyway, Twilight Zone, and it's a true story. This is the 85 one with him. Anyway, I want you to watch this scene. This guy falls in love with this girl, Cupid. And if you go back and look, what's weird is everything's taking on this Deco-Roman, like it's all being uncovered, right? And that really doesn't say anything to anything, but except for that there's this trapped god and goddess, and one is like Aphrodite and one's Cupid. So that's why I bring it up. There really is. They're basing these TV quote unquote programs. You know, they're this is 1985. They're programming hard at this time, and predictive programming and repetition and everything, and backmasking and subliminal and between frames and in the music. I mean, I can't even imagine what they could do now with the fucking flat screen plasma. They can probably just come right through the TV literally and grab you. I'm not even joking. That's what's scary. They probably do. That's what's even scarier. And I'm not crazy after all. That's the scariest. Anyway, so I'm going to play this. This is at the very end, and it's weird because, okay, you'll see here on the screen this orange vehicle, okay? And then in front of it, you'll see a BMW, a brand new one, right? With a sunroof open. Anyway, this dude was like, you know, he liked this bitch, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, Cupid couldn't get him to fuck, but or fall in love, whatever. They just had to fall in love, and they liked each other anyways, I guess. So he kept fucking it up. Then so Aphrodite had to come down and do it. Anyway, so what I'm about to play you is the very ending. It's like 2707. And it ends at 2819. And then I'm going to show you a couple still pictures that I took. And I want you to notice that it's weird that cute, because so anyway, the beam, he goes, fuck it, man. Oh, well, I'll never know to see that bitch again. And it's called Ye Gods, Twilight Zone, episode 8 out of 133. It's called Ye Gods. Anyway, so yeah, the two gods, and so he traps him in the room with Latin, dead language. Actually, it must have been Sanskrit, and so they were trapped in the room, and they couldn't get out because he wrote the Sanskrit on the door, right? I mean, it's totally a cult. I like in the last few. It's just people don't get it. I mean, unless you know. And I wouldn't know until now because I just know now. I can smell the program. I know when it's of the system. I can just tell. Anyway, I want my friends and viewers and anyone, and I'm going to go and put it on Matt's channel, Quantum of Conscience, how he always says, yeah, I think that came down from on high. Or that came down from Mount Olympus. That came down from on high. And I guess, yeah, the Ten Commandments or something. So, in this, first of all, she's in an orange car. Notice that? I just did. Just now. She's in an orange car right here. And she bumps into him, a brand new car. He's like, oh, fuck it. I guess she's gone. I'm going to go buy something. And then he went and bought a brand new car. And then he's like, God damn it. He got bumped in the back. And it was her. These are the mortals that Cupid are supposed to make fall in love. So Aphrodite comes down because Cupid can't do it. He locks them in together. And if they don't get together, then he won't hook up with her. So anyway, he's like, fuck it, and whatever. And then that girl hit him, and then they make out, whatever. And then you'll see them come around and wave at them, and it looks like Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy and fucking JFK, I swear to God. Totally. And look at this orange car. It just reeks of the system, okay? It just reeks. And there's numbers probably everywhere. I didn't even look. I don't do gematria, just like Matt. I mean, I do anagrams, but there's enough here where I don't even need to. So, first, I wanted you to hear what he's saying, and I'll run it through a few times, and then I'll show you a few stills. Because he also, when he drives by, he throws out a devil horns to him. This is 1985, a weird devil horns, like a Freemasonic devil horn thing. You'll see. I'll show you. It's weird. And then the guy appears that looks like fucking JFK, and they're sitting exactly like JFK and Jackie, and he shoots like the devil horns back at him. It's so like, you hooked up? Okay, cool. My job's done. I hooked up too. It's weird. Okay, ready? Roll him. I'm sorry. If you're still with me, I hope you are. Okay, roll him.
Perhaps true love is just a crapshoot, with the dice loaded and the odds rigged from on high Mount Olympus. A condo for immortals in that subdivision called the Twilight Zone.
Oh, that was the part I wanted to hear too, because Matt, but that wasn't. This is her. Look at her. She's so sedated, dude, on tranquilizers. My sister plays all the time. She's hooked on barbiton wine. Big brother's at the city jail. Mom and dad won't pay his bill. Little brother got kicked out of school. Drowning kids in the kiddie pool. Your family's just a little weird. My family's just a little weird. Daddy wears a dress. Well, mommy wears a beard. Okay. So he sees her. They fall in love.
I've been looking all over for you.
Me too. For you.
Really?
Me?
Really.
Quite a coincidence then, huh?
Coincidence. Devil horns. Everybody devil horns here. Watch. I'm sorry about the thing stopping and going. Fuck. Okay. Here. Look at this. Watch. He's waving, and doesn't it look like Jackie and John? Hey, that's weird. And then boom. What's that? That's weird, man. And look at his teeth. And just his facial expression. Look at that weird devil thing sign. Who does that in the 80s? People didn't make hand signs. People that wore suits did not make hand gestures like that type of people. They just fucking didn't, okay? Anyone my age can tell you that. Okay, now I'm gonna hit play again. I'll still show you the stills, because that guy is gonna throw back some other satanic symbol. Look at him. He's throwing out some brotherhood shit, some Satan shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's throwing up some horns, and then 666 too. He's throwing up a 666. But it's really weird. It's just out of place, weird. It's Mandela in there, you know. I saw this in the 80s. Look at it. There's a good shot right there. I'm gonna take a picture. I'll use this for the cover. Let's see. How do I make it full size? Oh, I know what to do. I'll just cut it out. That's a good one. It's very crisp. There. Boom. Picture. See that? What is he throwing there? It's a 666, but it's a weird way. And its horns. And they did not do that in 1985. I'm sorry. At Ozzy and Motley Crue concert, yes, we did the double horns. That's it. But you did not see a dude in a suit doing that. If you saw a guy in a suit, you beat him with your skateboard. Period. When I grew up in the 1985. What? Well, maybe he doesn't throw some weird sign. Then it shows this weird twin towers for a second. Goes back.
There are no coincidences.
The delicate thistledown of romance blows willy-nilly in the scented breeze of chance. On the other hand, perhaps true love is just a crapshoot, with the dice loaded and the odds rigged from on high Mount Olympus. A condo for immortals in that subdivision